With so many mind-blowing single-player games, it's challenging to figure out which ones legitimize their retail cost. Some could look empowering, notwithstanding, come up short, while others convey an experience that feels worth each penny. Locally, we will examine the best 10 single-player games that merit your money. Getting going with Mafia conclusive release. Mafia is, in numerous ways, like GTA. Yet it's significantly more grounded in authenticity, zeroing in on wrongdoing, show, and brutality. This release carries back the exemplary title with a new look and modernized controls, and the best part is that develops the first story, making it a fair arrangement to invest our energy in cash. You get to partake in a similar exciting activity as in the past, yet this time with a more profound investigation of the existence of a criminal. The game truly nails the everyday difficulties of running a criminal association, with a blend of more slow, smart minutes and high-energy activity scenes. You'll likewise get to encounter all the tomfoolery and open-world stuff, from getting away from the police, to cruising around in extravagant vehicles, and considerably more.
He's going for more. Sure feels like it. They must have sent word out. We're not gonna last long unless we're back on our own turf. Let's get back to the neighborhood.
Where did Nobody Wants to Die the Dust come from? Somewhat facetious inquiry, since I'm mindful of who made it now, Basic Hit Games. It seems like a game that ought to have had long periods of promotion with video blogs and trailers. However, rather it's sent off unobtrusively, yet splendidly. If you embrace it as the film, noir, cyberpunk criminal investigator story it's intended to be, you'll live it up. There's not any attention on shooting. It isn't so sort of game. It nearly feels like an exhibit for the studio to get financing for a greater venture, which I trust occurs. I'm eager to see the publicity develop around this baffling game and trust the local area rallies behind it. Devs merit acknowledgement for this extraordinary work, and I'm presently an enormous fan. I'd very much want to see them develop these thoughts in a full-scale game, unmistakably set in a similar splendid world. Notwithstanding being a generally short on-rails insight, this game is shocking. The great illustrations, world-building mechanics, and in general, show blew me away.
Damn, he really got cooked, didn't he? Well, I'm still gonna need a photo for identification.
I mean, it could be him.
Could doesn't cut it. We have to be sure. This is guesswork, James. I won't identify him, not officially.
I expected you to be a little more savvy, given...
Death Stranding is one of the most mind-blowing story-driven games made, standing separated from anything more in gaming. There's no need to focus on replay esteem, many long periods of content, or extreme activity. All things considered, it offers a true-to-life experience that attracts you with its significant storyline, stunning world plan, and remarkable characters. While players might waver because of its slower speed, that unequivocally makes it so vivid. The game maneuvers you into its luxuriously definite and strange world, offering an extraordinary excursion that waits long after the credits roll. Some could contend that Passing Abandoning doesn't offer a lot as far as customary ongoing interaction, and to a degree, I concur. It inclines more toward the experience of voyaging itself, where you set out on ventures across huge scenes, intending to reconnect individuals and remake a broken society. En route, you'll confront alarming beasts, antagonistic experiences, and spooky, dim conditions that make snapshots of genuine strain. However, regardless of the effortlessness, everything meets up to make a genuinely extraordinary experience that waits with you long after the excursion closes. I can't emphasize enough just how incredible Sleeping Dogs truly is. Released back in 2012, this action-adventure game still holds up as a masterpiece. You play as an undercover cop trying to infiltrate a dangerous criminal organization using stealth at times, but often relying on your martial arts skills to take down enemies. Trust me, The melee combat in this game is some of the smoothest I've experienced in a very long time. It's fluid, satisfying, and keeps you hooked with every punch and kick. But when you're not busy fighting these goons, you can explore the stunningly vast and alive city, taking on side quests, playing mini-games, driving around in exotic cars, and a whole lot more. What's even better is that the game is super cheap now, costing you less than $10 for an unforgettable single-player experience.
I'll crush them! Many tried to invade us,
But we pushed them back!
because we are the House of Daroon! Oh, hello!
Hello. I was passing by and I heard your sling.
Oh, it can be pretty loud, yes.
I wanted to ask you.
Sleeping Dogs is incredible. It's the ideal blend of story, activity, and show, all enveloped by the dirty and wrongdoing-ridden roads of Hong Kong. You play as this secret cop entrusted with invading the city's most perilous wrongdoing families, yet you are not a run-of-the-mill specialist. You have a few serious hand-to-hand fighting abilities, and on second thought of depending on firearms, you'll end up in an extreme hand-to-hand battle, getting very close to your foes. The scuffle battle in this game is no doubt the most fulfilling I've been at any point knowledgeable about a solitary player experience. While don't even get me started about how magnificent the activity is in this game, the story merits some spotlight also. How it rejuvenates the wrongdoing show and causes you to feel the heaviness of high-stakes missions is unimaginable. Also, I could go on and on all day with the side missions and open-world exercises. This game is loaded with them. Tragically, the studio behind this showstopper closed down, removing any desire for a continuation.
What are you doing? Shut up. You know what you just did? You're dead. You're dead. Look, I'm not afraid of dog eyes. Dog eyes? Motherfucker, I get paid by dog eyes, but all my product goes to Big Smile.
Alan Wake also sets another norm for AAA games, especially for single-player crusades that attention to story-driven encounters. The composing is downright inconceivable, cool head blowing as it stunningly winds around together two particular timetables and stories, one following FBI Specialist Adventure, and the other, Alan Wake. Each character faces difficulties. Adventure is chasing down proof to tackle a progression of ruthless homicides, while Alan is caught in obscurity's Spot, a substitute reality frantically looking for an exit plan. The game gets going somewhat light, however, it rapidly brings a nerve-wracking transformation into murkiness. It's the ideal mix of secret tackling, extreme battle, and barometrical investigation, making it an encounter you totally can't stand to miss. Baldur's Gate 3 is a 10 out of 10 game, an RPG work of art in each viewpoint. From its holding story and essential characters to its unimaginably strategic fights, this game merits each penny. It works effectively by coordinating D&Dice rules into almost all that you do, from battle to exchange decisions, making a capricious yet massively compensating experience. What's genuinely astonishing is how each character is brilliantly voiced, with particular characters that cause them to feel genuine. As the hero, you can be anybody you need, making your own story and framing profound associations with the characters you experience. The game's profundity is faltering, whether it's in the complicatedly strategic fights against different foes, or the artistic narrating that revives the world. It's a striking mix of pretending, system, and story that sets another bar for RPGs. Age of Mythology Retold. The new adaptation of this exemplary regards its heritage, yet additionally presents massive changes and significant personal satisfaction enhancements for players. Reusable god drives, a redone HUD, and a resident asset assortment need framework are only a couple of the upgrades. Be that as it may, the champion component, and for my purposes, the greatest amazement, is the graphical update. Beforehand, the characters were blocky and precise. Seeing Arcantos, Krakens, Cyclops, and others in such a superior visual structure genuinely legitimizes this redischarge. These visual upgrades are clear in each angle, menus, power and thing symbols, god determination screens, cutscenes, and particularly during interactivity. Another extraordinary expansion is a devoted mods menu open from the fundamental screen, making it simpler for players to find and introduce mods to modify their experience. Age of Mythology Retold offers a perfectly created gift to fanatics of the series, with colossal regard for the first game. It upgrades, culminates, and brings back treasured recollections from an earlier time, while conveying a new encounter for both new and bringing players back.
A landing party!
Excellent. Get ready, everyone. This isn't over yet.
Consider upgrading the weapons and armor of your units at
Dave the Diver is one of those games that shocks you. It looks straightforward, yet when you begin playing, it's difficult to stop. You get to plunge into the sea, evade ocean animals, settle fun riddles, and investigate cool submerged places. The controls are extremely simple to get, so anybody can bounce in and begin playing the game and get long stretches of fun interactivity. What's more, that is important for the motivation behind why I've picked this game, rather than the dozen others that we've discussed on numerous occasions. What's far better here is the story. I wasn't expecting something this rich of a story when I began playing, yet it tells a genuinely astonishing one. Dave isn't simply plunging for the sake of entertainment. There's a secret to reveal as you piece it together through your jumping investigation. It's a game brimming with experience, with an extraordinary bend that causes it way surprisingly fun, and worth the sticker price. The Forgotten City is genuinely one of those unlikely treasures that I can't completely accept that more individuals have close to zero familiarity with. Notwithstanding being made by a small group, it conveys a story that outperforms some enormous spending plan of AAA games. The reason is unquestionably enthralling. It transports you to an old Roman city where you should settle a secret and forestall wrongdoing that hasn't as yet even occurred, all through the game's splendid time travel mechanics. To unwind the secret, you'll have to draw in with the city's occupants, assemble hints, and pursue decisions that can modify the direction of the story. With 4 distinct endings to find, you'll end up investigating each chance. Trust me, when you start, it's difficult to stop. The composition and execution are so all-around good that you'll turn out to be completely drenched in the experience. Not exclusively is the game worth the cost, but with numerous endings, it offers surprising esteem.
Community now. Only 23 of us at the moment, if you count the 3 who are missing. No idea how, since nobody knows a way out, but it's just big and dark enough to get lost in, if you're not careful.
Aren't you going to introduce me to your handsome new friend, Galerius?
Keep it in your loincloth.
That finishes us up end of this list, I'm sure. There are bounty more games out there that you'd need to see on this community, so feel free to impart those names to the remainder of the community. What's more, if you've come to the furthest limit of this video, kindly consider subscribing. It would assist a great deal. That is in support of today. See you next time.